Hey Alex, my name is Doerr. I'm sent from Dell Technologies. We talked a little bit on the phone about setting up a 10-15 minute meeting with you to discuss our Dell rugged line. Are you still good for that?
Yeah, 15 minutes is perfect.
Awesome, I love to hear that. Now, I've seen that you have been with the Sunflower Police Department for the past 3 years. How's that been?
Yeah, well, I did work for another police department, and, Sunflower Police Department just really sets a standard for safety. And that's one of the reasons why I chose to switch over and why I've been here for the past 3 years. And honestly, this is where I plan to remain for quite a long time.
Awesome, and I also saw that standard for safety has landed you guys as one of the highest rated safety police departments in the nation for cities over 100,000 people. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's so cool that you recognize that stat. We boast that all around the office. So that's really cool that a company like Dell, big company, can really show support for us and really recognize when we put in a lot of work and do a good job.
Yeah, as as a representative of Dell Technologies, I would love to align both of our companies with each other because we appreciate companies with such great mission statements such as yours.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. As long as we're both on the same page, I don't see why we can't work together.
Yeah, now before I present to you our Dell rugged line, I'd like to, ask you a few questions to understand your needs, to see where Dell could help you out.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Now, my first question is just in regards to the current setup that you guys have, and what's that durability like with your current tablets or computers?
Well, the durability, that's one of the reasons why I came to your guys' Dell chat, because our current computers, they're HP, they're really slow, and, durability is one of the things that has been lacking around this office. Constantly breaking, water spills mess up the whole system, just little things that can, seem to come up, and it just causes huge problems for us.
Yeah, of course, I totally understand that. Now, if these computers were to face, some type of malfunction in regards to their lack of durability, how would your police officers react?
Well, right now, the protocol, if a computer goes down in the field, is someone has to physically bring them a computer, to them, which wastes time. We're wasting another officer or someone that is working in our department. The other thing that we do is we have handwritten notes that we can have the officers do, so that when they get back to the office, they just have to punch everything in. But that only lasts for one case because they're not going to handwrite, 20 cases a night. So after that one, they have to come back in the office, grab a new laptop. It's a whole process, restarting it, signing in. It's just a very slow and old process that we have.
And how do you see, the back and forth of having to deliver a new laptop or them having to complete handwritten documentation? How does that affect your police department as a whole?
Yeah, well, when we have handwritten notes, stuff gets sloppy, stuff gets missed, addresses get changed, and that's really, we pride ourselves on being accurate. And right now, our current system is just not allowing us to maintain that standard. So not only with the handwritten notes, but having people come back and forth from a scene to the workplace, that's inefficient, it's wasting manpower, and we could be using those resources elsewhere.
Now, how would you feel that a computer or a tablet that could withstand almost any element benefit your department in the terms of efficiency out on the field?
Well, if it can withstand, water being dropped on it, or breaking, or elements like you said, that would be so much more helpful. Yeah.
Well, I want to introduce the main goal of the Dell rugged line, and
Okay.
that was to create one of the most durable computers that can be offered to the service industry. Now, with these Dell rugged computers, all of them, our tablet design, our 2-in-1 design, and our laptop designs, all have been military tested to withstand temperatures from -20 degrees to all the way up to 145 degrees, meaning your Dell rugged computers can withstand the coldest winters and the hottest summers, as well as rain, dust, humidity, and everything in between.
Wow. Here in Texas, we do have a lot of extreme climates, whether that be, reaching those degrees up to 120 in the car in those hot summers, or if it's out there and it's really cold. That's kind of nice to know that we could have something that would be dependable, that we could really rely on in those types of situations, because our current ones, we just don't have that capability to depend on them.
I hope that we can find a middle ground to see how Dell rugged could help you on those endeavors. Now, moving on from that, I would like to ask you a few questions just about the overall data systems you're using and how that just the overall data systems that your police department's using and how that can affect you guys, within the office and out on the field.
Yeah. Well, like I said, they're really old systems and they're really slow. So anytime we're in the field and maybe we're at kind of a rural area, we don't get any coverage, which is super frustrating because then again, we have to go back to the handwritten notes, which is inaccurate. So I think coverage is a big thing that, has been spotty for us, along with not only like coverage with the systems, but technical support. We have no technical support. We've been on hold for sometimes 4 or 5 hours, which has been completely frustrating because we feel like we have a job to do to keep this city safe. And HP is just really hindering that from us.
So, yeah, I understand that you guys can be in certain rural areas that don't provide you support or data. How does that affect you guys in terms of, planning your missions or planning your operations?
Yeah, well, like I said, we would have to do handwritten notes or, to be honest, we wouldn't take a laptop at all because we know it's not going to work out there. So it's just an extra piece of equipment that we could possibly break because they're so undurable, like we talked about. But again, it's just wasting resources. I think that's what we're coming down to here. It's just not a good situation that we're in right now.
Now, how would your police department react to, a processing LTE service that was there for you no matter the situation and no matter what area you were in?
That would be a huge difference. I think they would be surprised, if they have a product that could work for them in any area. Just because they're so used to these old systems, it would be nice to have a reliable and kind of uniform way to really use these laptops.
Yeah, well, one thing that I really take pride in Dell Technologies is watching out for our first responders, which is why Dell has, created FirstNet certified LTE, which is optimized LTE for our first responders, meaning we provide the fastest high-speed internet no matter where you guys are, whether it be the rural areas that you're talking about or a big city. And Dell as a company, we offer 24/7 services, especially for our first responders, which also includes, if a laptop broke down, hopefully not, but if a laptop were to break down and you were to send it to our offices, we'd fix it up and send it right back for no charge.
Wow, that's something that we just don't have right now, and I think that's something that we're lacking and something that we could definitely use in the future if we decide to go with Dell.
Yeah, awesome. I'd love to hear that. Now, do you have any questions for me or concerns regarding the Dell Rugged?
I do have a couple concerns that maybe you could address and maybe clarify for me. As regards to pricing, we just ran out of our budget right now, and we just don't have the price with us right now, or the budget. So I was just wondering how you guys would accommodate that.
All of our Dell Rugged computers are comparatively priced to our competitors. We do our best to stay within range with the people we're directly competing with. Now, if we were to discuss your full needs and figure out what kind of laptops you really wanted, our price ranges do range from $1,400 and they go all the way up to $4,000, meaning we have something for every budget. And after hearing your problem of being on the lower end of the budget, we can for surely find something that will accommodate you with that.
Okay, so you guys could accommodate that. That makes me feel a little bit better. Another issue, or not issue, but concern that I would have is, excuse me, it would be going back to the durability. Is there, like I said before, we've dropped a lot of water on it. I haven't heard you really talk about spilling stuff or like dropping it, anything like that. I know you said military grade tested, but I'm confused on what that means.
One thing I would like to revert to is some of the testimonials we have in regards to our overall durability. I would like to touch on our Latitude 7212, the Rugged Extreme tablet. I think it lives up to its name. This testimonial here says, when we dropped it from 4 feet onto plywood with the power off, the Latitude didn't even get a scratch. Its magnetic keyboard cover popped off, but it takes only a second to reattach it. We also dropped it from 3 feet in the air with the power on, and it came away unscathed. Now, I know this doesn't directly speak to, the resistance to water, but I would like you to at least see that this speaks directly to the overall durability of these tablets, whereas most tablets dropped from 3 feet or 4 feet would shatter.
Yeah, that makes, hearing that definitely makes me feel a little more at ease, especially when, we do drop our products so often in the field. So hearing that testimonial really made a difference. Thank you.
Awesome. Now, I understand that you are facing current problems with durability and current problems with your data services. Is there any more questions I could cover to help you know that Dell Technologies could be the solution for these problems?
Maybe if you could, I'm still having a little bit of concern about maybe price and the value. Can you talk about how, even though it is kind of a higher price, how valuable the product is?
So,
for like return on investment type.
For return on investment, one thing our Dell Rugged lines come with is universal docking, meaning once you sign up for the Dell Rugged line and you purchase our computers, our docking system is universal, which means you can upgrade or stay with the same laptop you want for years to come and not have to worry about, going through a new processing docking system, going through a new provider, or anything like that, which I think that comfort and ease of mind and uniformity that you'd find for many years to come with Dell Technologies can't really be matched by having to bounce from provider to provider every time you want to switch to a new laptop. And to top that, I'd also like to revert back to our FirstNet certified LTE and our 24/7 service. I think both of these intangible service features that Dell provides for our first responders sets us apart from our competitors.
Yeah, that definitely makes it seem worth the value of the price, knowing that I can have different docking or the same docking system for future and present computers. Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Awesome. Well, if that's all your concerns, I would like to set up a demo meeting for you to discuss, your further needs, show you kind of the laptops, and then hopefully we can get a solid price going.
Yeah, I would be interested in setting up a demo.
All right, how does next Tuesday sound at 2 p.m.?
Tuesday at 2, perfect.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Alex.
Thank you. Right.